Well, once again we are commenting over the freaking title screen. Introduce yourself, hipp0cat.
Yeah, hello there everyone.
This is a bit of post-commentary again, just the cleanup of Sense Fortress. I decided to do like this, and I must say it was a very wise decision, because otherwise this update would have been like an hour. And I mean, this part of the update would have been an hour, and as it is, it's 20 minutes. It's heavily edited. So as you can see, we can return down, ask these friendly guys for help. And we are going to be collecting stuff that I deliberately, I must say, missed, didn't care, didn't even bother with in the area of Sense Fortress first. Well, of course I'm speeding stuff up here. First some items on top here. And I will even go and kill a couple of those what's their name, Titanite demons down in the water in the very bottom of the area, but not all of them, because well it kind of became tedious and I gave up on that. But just to demonstrate that you can actually do it. Now pay attention here, I did cast full control on myself. It's just an important thing for the future. I learned in this update the difficult way, the hard way, that full control, even if there are no triggers of instant death, full control doesn't always save you. Also, there's a huge guy like the one we killed in the church before. Thankfully he's in a very easy position for me like that. Sometimes he drops stuff, but he didn't this time. In any case, let's go jump over the bridge. I think this is me jumping over this pit, which is surprisingly easy. I didn't fall between these parts once in my attempts. Also, someone has been doing a death count. And I must say I cut out a couple deaths from here, and I don't know how many exactly, so that's gonna be screwed up. Okay, there's a merchant here.
Ah, what? Who are you? Ah, another undead, eh? I took on Sense Fortress alone.
Me too, bro.
No different from those vile creatures. I was driven by conceit. Ah, you think you're different? That you can handle it?
I already did.
I remember that feeling.
Ha.
For I was the same. So, let me help you out, with your soul searching.
This guy is called Crestfallen Merchant.
I'm finished. We're both on the brink.
So...
end of story.
Yep.
You bloody fool.
Up yours, pal. Kinda pessimistic here, like that guy that sits in the Firelink Shrine. As far as I know, they are not related.
Rush in like a naked babe and be skinned alive.
But they share the outlook on life and the part of their name, I guess. So here's a tedious little stairway down, so I decided, hey, I did cast full control, how about this?
Except it ran out.
Did it run out?
Yeah, it did. When you have full control, you have those little green arrows like you have
like
right
here.
now.
Ah, yes. Well, I have to say, between that cut and this cut, I cut one more attempt out, and I definitely had full control for this fall, and it didn't save me. And you could probably, if I don't remember exactly what I cut out, but you can probably see in the rest of this little part full control not working for big distances. Also, there was a different attack. I didn't know they even did spit some acid out. But yeah, I suspected full control ran out in the first part, but I confirmed later that yeah, it doesn't work in that staircase and in other places, because in Sense Fortress, in the inside part, a big part is actually getting down to the Titanite demons without taking much damage, and I completely forgot where to drop exactly. And I was just kind of hoping full control would solve that for me, but no. Also, this is hilarious. Look at this noob. Just trying there.
He just jumped down.
Yes, I don't know. I guess he dodged. I wanted to do...
Well, that's a really good way to dodge, because sure as hell monsters won't be able to get him down there.
Well, some monster may follow him down there, but of course, yeah, he is in no danger because he would be already dead. And here, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, just for the hell of it, I cast full control again, and I attempt to jump over to that part where that guy, to see maybe if I can drop down on that mechanism, but spoilers, spoilers, I don't make it from this part. I think it would be possible from that crossroad, because it juts a bit closer to this ledge, but I didn't bother with it. Might do it off screen sometime, or just record it separately, like some other stuff. But here is some, well, relatively, well, technically it's new areas, but nothing too interesting here. A couple boulder knights, and I'm completely sucking against them because I'm not used to trying to use my spear, although here I managed a bit of parry in the post, which is always nice. But it looks just like all the Sand Fortress outside area does, and well, just finding some stuff here. Flamestone plate ring, I think it protects from flame damage a bit. We have found a lot of rings that I haven't actually mentioned what they do, and I don't remember which were in the last update and which were in this, but when we start the proper update I'm going to explain them. In any case, now I think, yes, we are free to collect all the crap that has been left here that I didn't bother picking up because the guy was throwing huge firebombs at me, even though it's not really that useful, but still, gotta pick it all. So that one guy cannot say, "Hi, you appear to not know where the items are. Tell me if you need any directions." And of course I got a bit defensive there, as he pointed out in the comments. I maybe overreacted a bit, but I don't know, just basically he said that, "Whoa, you missed a lot of stuff in Sense Fortress."
Oh, now I'm gonna go and read that comment because you made me curious.
Do it in between our recordings, please, at least. Yep. Here is a unique dude, apparently some kind of prince, and, well, not really an NPC, it's straight up enemy because he is always aggressive, but he's here only once and doesn't respawn and drops. I think actually he doesn't drop, that thing is probably in the chest afterwards. But he's some sort of fabled undead prince or something, completely insignificant to anything ever, and his weapon isn't even that good. And he kinda sucks. I just brute force him pretty much because I didn't bother with fancy tactics on this staircase. Oh no, he does drop something. Ricard. He's Ricard. Let's see the stats. Well, kinda shit, to be honest. My spear, I'm going to be using a spear for now, and then I'll get that one weapon that I'm looking forward to, which would hopefully be the strongest weapon for me. Another appear in another place entirely, and I'm probably going to try and use that for the rest of the game then. Okay, this was not very fruitful, so I smashed these vases out of frustration, and I don't actually speed up running back because it's kinda pretty out here, and look at that guy. That guy is the one who opened the gates when we rang the bells. He is the extra optional giant dude. And here I'm just admiring the scenery.
What do you mean extra optional giant dude? You can kill him?
Yes. And we do kill him. Well, I do kill him in this update later. Not much of a spoiler, I guess. So there is 3 giants out here, if I'm not mistaken. The one we already killed, kinda cheatily, the one that threw firebombs. The one that is supposedly accessible and killing him doesn't actually do anything. The one that throws the boulders into the mechanism, and that one. He's hidden, and killing him accomplishes nothing, besides getting the souls, I guess. Also, this is where a dude dropped that boulder knight, that arrow boulder knight from before. This time, in this stake, I dropped him down here and he dropped something, so I had to go there. I wasn't even sure that I was able to go on that grade, but I guess found out here. And I think now we're going back into the depths, and that's where the real fun begins. And the depths, I mean, of course, the depths of the Sense Fortress, not the actual depths, because I don't think there's anything left there for me. So I'm going to show a couple, well, probably exactly 2 amazing ways to drop down easily, well, without much effort. But, well, I hope I can point it out and remember where they are coming. Here, let's just confirm that fall control sucks. I was hoping to be fancy, but I missed that thing, and here I am dead. So yep, most definitely didn't run out in this 5 seconds that I was falling.
Kinda sucks. What's the point of such a spell that you cannot rely on? Like, you just think that, well, maybe it won't work, I guess I'll just not use it and not drop anywhere.
Well, I guess there's a couple places in the game where you can drop and survive, but it takes like the most part of your health. Okay, here comes a little stupid thing. I didn't mean to press space there, so I got knocked down by that thing. And I landed right in the deepest part in the water where I was actually aiming to go, but not that way. As I was saying, there are parts in the game where you can drop and receive a ton of damage, but fall control, I guess, helps against those times. It's very situational, I have to say. I guess some distance is just fatal no matter what, but in some situations it can save you a lot of health. And subsequently some Estus flasks, and maybe that will save your life later on. A couple bosses, there are two bosses I can think of. One of them we already saw. It's the one that we saw but didn't kill, the stray demon in the asylum. That starts by falling down, so if I didn't cast fall control there, I would lose half my health before I even had a chance to attack him, and be stunned for a bit, so he could probably finish him off if I wasn't lucky. In fact, that's how most of the fights with him start. And there is another boss that you have to enter by falling down. Okay, we are jumping out of this window, which I showed last time, but I didn't drop out of it. Here is an item, and down there is... we are closer to the water, and the bridge down there with the swinging stuff is the very first bridge in the area. There's going to be a bit of a crossfade here. I cut out some more deaths, and now I am back on the very first bridge, which I was looking at. Here is one of the ways to get down safely. If you can repeat that, you're set. See, I didn't die. So just let one of those knock you down from that bridge, and that's a sure way to survive this fall. I guess you can pretty much figure out by now that my second amazing way to fall down here is kind of the same, but it's even more spectacular. And here there's Titanite Demon, doesn't pay much attention to me. And I am taking off a lot of his health with just my spells, so I could see here he already stumbled a bit. Well, that was, I guess, probably the easiest Titanite Demon that I have ever fought, because I didn't even have to do anything. Okay, and what's here? Some items, of course. Soul Brave Warrior. Scythe. Okay, we can use a scythe, but I haven't even tried it out in this. Maybe we will. Maybe I will try and see if we can handle it in the actual update. I was going to say something. Definitely. Ah, yes. This water here, by the way, is like the swamp. Oh, this guy sneaked up on me. It's like the swamp of Blighttown, and that you have to have the rusted iron ring equipped so that you can actually move at a respectable speed. So yeah, that's a charming location in all ways possible. I don't remember what I'm even trying to get here. Oh right, I don't have anything I could possibly achieve by going that way I went previously, so I just unlocked this shortcut here that I mentioned before. Could see my corpse there for a second, green stuff, and it brings me right down to this dude in a very convenient way. This is once again that very first bridge. That dude is an idiot. And this is of course some more editing for your benefit. Down there is, if you remember, that guy, I kind of forgot his name, the fat guy, was supposed to be sitting there, as I said before. And I found out in the internet that yeah, he skips the joint if you redirect the balls even once. So I will go talk to him in the alternate playthrough, so that we don't actually miss any dialogue. Now this ring is protection against physical attacks, and it's very useful sometimes. Of course I don't think to use it here, but still. Okay, where am I? Ah, yes, now we're going to go into... Whoa! The boulders apparently decided to roll that way after all. Now we're going to go free Big Head Logan. Feel free to say something if you wanted to say something, because I have nothing to say here.
Well... his head is kinda cool.
I was honestly expecting to say kinda big.
Thank you. I'm safe, and I'll have to resume my travels. But I must log a few things first, and I owe you a favor. I will return to Farley Shrine. Speak with me then, so that I may impart my sorcery.
So he's going to be sitting there somewhere near Griggs and selling us cooler spells, some of which he apparently devised on his own, because he's cool like that.
Will he sell his head?
I think we can somehow get his head, but I don't think he sells it because it's very dear to him. Maybe he drops it if we kill him. Okay, look here, the second way to get down. Boom. Now that requires some skill to pull off, but if
Yeah, sure.
If
I
you-
don't think you can repeat that.
well, you can if you're as good as me. The key there was, I guess, landing on briefly on that ledge with the enemies, and that saved me from dying because the game decided that I should take the fall damage there. By the way, secret door. That I should take the fall damage there and then fall safely into the water again without taking any additional damage. I wonder if every time you get knocked by that swinging blade you get the fall like that. Maybe not. I'm not going to find out. That ledge at large is very annoying because though there's like 3 of those magicians, snakes, ladies, and they are hard to hit from the bottom, and they spam you and stun lock you and just pretty much annoy you. Now, of course, I'm a bit behind on my commentary. Here's the optional giant, and we have to fight him. Well, probably not have, but the easiest way to fight him is actually in this open space, because we don't have a place to hide, and this is very scary when he does this. First time I didn't think I was going to actually dodge that, but now we can just stab his head while he rests and recovers. Feel kinda bad, maybe slightly bad for killing him because he opened the door for us, and well, but still, he drops souls, so why the hell not? There is actually a peaceful giant later in the game, so well, maybe that's what's adding to my feeling bad. These guys can be peaceful, but well, then he attacked me first, so I don't know. Okay, there's some blackness here. Huh. That's probably an artifact of rendering again.
By peaceful, do you mean he like actually talks to you, or
Yep.
just stands around not
He
doing
he
anything?
he talks. Kinda broken language, but he does talk. Well, in a very stereotypical, like, me do you, well, not, no, me do this for you. That kind of level of talking. But he is actually, well, no, I'm not going to say it's, he is in Orlando. We are probably not in this update, but surely in the next one we'll see him. At most in the one after the next one, but then Orlando isn't actually that long. It has a couple very tricky parts, and I am delighted to say that one of them probably we will not make to in this update, because it's kind of some way into it, and I do not look forward to dealing with it. But yeah, that when we see it, you'll see how hilariously unfair that part is. But yeah, that's just some foreshadowing, I guess. Some people probably understand it involves, let's just say, Silver Knight archers, and I think people should understand which part I'm talking about. Okay, what I'm doing? I'm just looking at the beautiful scenery, because I kinda like how the outside of Sans Fortress looks. All these dry leaves here, and just the color scheme and everything. I know, kinda pretty looking. Also, apparently, a bit of lore. Apparently, Sans Fortress was actually built by the gods as the proving grounds for people who want to reach Orlando, and this is kinda redundant, because we, as the chosen undead, still have to do this, and then Orlando itself serves as proving grounds again, because we have to cross it to get to that freaking thing that we have to get, what was it, Lord Vessel. The thing that the snake dude told us to get. Okay, I think this is pretty much the last Titanite demon that I kill in this part, because they are kinda, well, they are possible and easy, kind of easy, as you can see. I'm just very lazy here and not even dodging and trying to time my spells correctly, and still I managed to take him down rather easily.
Well,
But
you're kinda abusing their stupidness there. Because
Yes.
that one guy that sneaked up on you just murdered you in one
It's
hit.
actually exactly
Oi.
this guy. This guy sneaked up on me before, so this is revenge. But yeah, well, I don't know how I'd fare as this character in fair one-on-one combat against the Titanite demons at this point. I would probably be able to run around them, dodge and stuff, but I wasn't very keen on trying to do that. Okay, this is, I guess, where this part stops, because I did die a couple times to this guy, but I decided to cut it out. So now we are moving on to the actual recording, and we are in Anor Londo. Now this is real time, like it was supposed to be, and we are actually going to maybe hopefully make some progress and stuff, and I actually get to play the game for once, which is nice. hipp0cat is still here, obviously, even though you might not be able to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's heal the Sentinel. I want to see how successful my arrows are. Well, pretty freaking successful, I'd say. Yeah. Although he does block a lot, so I have to... I probably won't be able to time this well enough. Oh, shit. This might not have been a bad idea.
When your magic
best
hits
idea.
his shield, he doesn't get any damage at all, or what?
Yeah, this guy's shield is apparently much cooler than the previous people. I might find a way to shoot around it. Well, guarantee nothing, but he is dumb enough to attack way before he can actually reach me.
So is it actually super fair that you need to find the moment in his movements where the magic would go around the shield? Or is he like, well, I'm blocking, you cannot hurt me?
Well, I don't know how to actually distinguish between the two situations as you described. Well, he is blocking and you can't hurt him, but he does leave openings every time he attacks, and I guess you just have to exploit them using quicker magic like this. Oh, well, sometimes he attacks with way longer reach like so, and oh, better drink my stuff. There's a bonfire right there, so I shouldn't really try to save it for later. Up, here we go. Obviously they are much easier for my tank character, but then again, as I found out, nearly all regular enemies are much easier for the tank, and the bosses are much easier for the mage, the sorcerer, so it's an interesting balance, to be sure.
Well,
Especially-
I don't know, these guys look scary and huge and threatening, but you seem to be
Ah.
doing alright when you're not getting hit.
Well, yes, I'm doing alright when I'm not doing alright, that's logical. Well, the tank character is... His advantage is usually that he can tank pretty much anything surprisingly well. And these attacks included, so I could probably just block that kind of stuff with my shield. Okay, I do not want to die here, actually. You might not expect it, but I don't want to die here. Because the bonfire, I think, is back at sense. Whoop. Alright. No! Freaking full control, no! I don't think this is going to help me very much here. I should remove that spell from my attunement slots the first chance I get. Okay. He almost backed me up and... Well, no, there was a fair bit of staircase left still, but I don't know. I was
Well,
intense for a second.
congratulations for not dying, Antroid.
Yeah, this is exceptional. And they drop a lot of souls, so... theoretically I could farm here for all the souls that I lost in my... recording that part that we just watched before, because I lost like 15,000 a couple times. Okay, there are some statues here worth looking at. This is, I think... Actually, let me bring out my binoculars. I won't need the poison stuff anytime soon, so let's see, where are my binoculars? Here. Peer at distant scenery. Or in this case at a statue. I think this is Ornstein, Dragon Slayer Ornstein. He is, well, Lord Gwyn, the big god dude, Thor or Zeus-like dude. He had 4 big knights, so to say. And this guy is Dragon Slayer Ornstein. He's one of them. We meet actually all 4 of them in the game at one point or another. So that's going to be interesting.
Are you gonna fight them?
some of them. Well, Ornstein I'm definitely going to fight. The 3 others not so much. Or maybe I don't remember which one of them are actually his knights. Maybe one other knight. If a certain Artorias... Yeah, I think Artorias should be one of them. He is a big boss later. Of course you're going to forget, so I'm not afraid to spoil that stuff. Okay, now let's go, before anything else, let's go rest at this bonfire here. It should be kindled, I think, because there is a firekeeper here, as we established last time. So I wonder if I'm actually going to get 10... Yes, I do get 10 flasks. This is awesome. Okay, I have no idea what this is talking about. There's definitely no skeleton here. There's a lot of places in Antroid in general that look like they could be secret doors, but probably all of them. I don't remember if there are actually secret doors in Antroid, so 99% at least of them are just well, lagging, are nothing. Okay, now actually we are supposed to go there to progress, and then down there, and there's a whole lot of stuff there, but first of all a little detour here. Couple more of those sentinel guys. First of all, I didn't always forget to remove the fall control. Okay, should have enough for them. I think there's 3 again. These are becoming more and more aware, so I couldn't go past as close as I was able to go past the first one, but still I should be able to lure them out one by one. Aggro. Didn't play any MMO RPGs and still I am such a pro at aggroing and all that stuff. I wonder if I just have natural talent. Okay, stop destroying pottery. It's vandalism.
Just imagine, Antroid, you could have been like the clan leader of the top guild in some Warcraft server, and you're here wasting your time playing Dark Souls.
Yeah, actually I wonder if that would have been a better way to gain a lot of people as my audience, like viewers and stuff, if I was wasting a lot of my time in World of Warcraft before and started doing videos. Well, no way to find out now. Shabatafa. Luckily they don't do Shield Bash yet, because Shield Bash is probably one of the most devastating attacks of theirs. Even though it's not very far reaching. Okay, if he hits me one more time I think I'll die. Let's drink. Shield Bash is very dangerous for the tank. Well, that was a fair trade, because it can, even if you have full stamina and you block them head on, the Shield Bash will probably still knock you about willy-nilly. Okay, there is a second statue here of a interesting looking fella. This isn't actually one of the 4 knights, it's some executioner named, and I have no idea how to pronounce it, but it's something like Smoch or Smoch, something like that. The lore is apparently that I think he ground the bones of the people he killed and ate it, or added it to his food or something creepy like that, and that's why he's so fat. So don't do that, kids. Now there is a thing to be learned here. Now look at this chest closely. Well, you had your time. Look at this chest closely. Notice any difference?
Well, I'm guessing one of them is a mimic, but I cannot really tell which one. The chain is different, so you can tell by how the chain looks, or what?
Exactly, the mimics have the chain like this. So that one is the safe chest. This is a surefire way to determine. Some people like to just attack all chests from the first mimic that they face, but you can just look at the chain. The texture is slightly different, but that's way not reliable in most cases, unless there's like 2 chests side by side. And why would you look at the texture if you can look at the chain? Okay, let's... there is an interesting thing about mimics. I'm going to try it right now. Apparently... Well, did I run out of something? What was in that place, I wonder? I wonder if I still have Lloyd's Talisman. Yes. Let's see what it does, because I have actually no idea what it does. Prevents Estus recovery within a limited area. Okay, so I guess it's PvP stuff. I had it a bit mixed up with another thing around... Well, maybe I don't have any of those. There's an item apparently which you can throw down and it will show you if it's safe to fall or if the fall is definitely fatal. But I don't remember what it is. It's something like that. But in any case, apparently if you drop Eloyd's talisman near a mimic, something happens. Okay, apparently he just opens up peacefully. That's interesting to know. Actually, I expected it to die, but let's see if he wakes up. Yes, he does wake up. Now, I've read you can get the drop of his hat from any of the mimics, but you definitely get it with the last one. If you... Whoa! Drop kick. If you kill all the mimics, the last one will surely drop it, so I should get it.
You mean like all mimics in the entire game?
Yes, there are surprisingly few of mimics in the game. They are not very numerous. And the last one in the entire game... Wow, that dropkick does a lot of damage. Fuck off! Don't... Don't do this to me, man. Ah! Well, that's better than if he grabbed me, I guess. Fuck, no, not... Ah! Shh.
This is scary.
Yes, it is. This is like, I think the first time I have trouble with the mimic, because I guess I'm not used to dealing with them as not a tank. Fuck off with your grabbing attacks. So, apparently any mimic can drop the hat with a certain chance. And I think I read the way that if you just kind of like drop the talisman like that, but then attack him from behind and drop another one, he immediately goes back to sleep, and there's like infinite. You can repeat that and maybe get a lot of chances to get stuff from a single mimic, but that's not really pointful because, well, we are guaranteed to get that thing. Okay, let's kill this dude, even though it's largely pointless. I'm just going to show one bit of foreshadowing for later part of the game behind him. Nothing we can do there, but look at that part. I might want to start investing in dexterity again, because I want my spells to... well, I want to be able to cast them quicker. I think they do sufficient damage for now. And I would greatly benefit from being a bit more agile and quick with that stuff, so... next level ups I do dexterity. This is a nice... oh. Well, now for the YouTube Music Awards. Thank you. No, I won't. This is a little bit of forest here. Goes into this place, which is completely blocked. Let's see what it says. Sealed by the Great Lord's power. It opens later, predictably. Need humanity. Actually, I'm feeling generous. Let's give this guy his humanity. I don't think it costs me anything to vote up a message. No, I'm not going to give you that. Another one of those jokesters. Okay, I am debating. Yes, I should probably definitely go to the bonfire again. Unattune my fucking fall control, completely useless at this point. Hopefully be able to spend the souls I got from these dudes. As you can see, I just cleaned up the 6 round here, and the mimic of course, and I almost got enough for level up. And of course the level up cost bolts, well, gets higher and higher each time you level up, so it's not going to be a easy farming ground for long if I decide to do that, but... okay, I need to use maybe an item, or an item and a half of my souls that I keep getting. Probably I should start with the weakest ones to just get rid of them. Okay. This should be enough, I think. Level up, yeah. Feels nice to for once not lose dozen and a bit more souls, thousand and a bit more souls, and instead spend them on one single point of stats. Okay, now we are going proper into Anorlondo. This is a bit ridiculous here. There's a huge lift thingy, which is kind of pointless. I wanted to see what that said, but, well, too late now. thank you for the advice, I'm sure I will. If you look how it is made, this is kind of why would they do this? A giant, that thing which I don't know how it's called in English, kolоворот. Is how
Because
this
it's fucking cool.
kinda, yeah, and most surprising of all, it's completely safe. I cannot kill myself in this lift. There's an invisible wall there of sorts. You would expect a thing that looks like that to be kind of deadly, I guess, but no. There's a rare moment of mercy. Nothing over here, by the way. Nothing under the stairs, disappointingly.
How can this be? There is always something under the stairs.
Well, in this case, I found something under the stairs. I found the grim realization that I once again forgot to unattune the fucking full control. But that wasn't intended by the developers. Hello, gargoyle.
Is this just like the boss we fought at the bell tower?
I think maybe it's a separate class of enemy, but it should be pretty much the same thing stats-wise. We are just leveled enough at this point that, well, it's as easy as a regular enemy to us. Like, I don't think it's much of a spoiler, but if you remember the first two demons that we killed, the one on the bridge-looking thing, the ramparts, the goat demon that I had to run under and jump on top of from that tower, and the wonderful what was his name? Capra demon? Something like that. The goat demon that had two dogs. They later on are sort of appearing again, and apparently they are different types of enemies, but fuck off. You can't really tell the difference because at that point they are much easier. Okay, this is fun. This is a dead end, and where do you suppose I should go? Here, hipp0cat. I can't go down there, just so you know. Don't even suggest that. That's not possible.
I don't know, there could be some dickish move like invisible floor or something.
Nope, there is invisible floor in this game, but in a separate location way later, not here. I'm just going to spare you the misery. Well, you can drop down there, as evidenced by this ladder, but well, stairs. But it doesn't actually do anything because it's only for getting back, I think. Somewhere, yeah, just on this level again. So, and unless there is secretly an item in here somewhere, there wouldn't be much of a point in jumping down there at all. But then you notice this buttress. Guess what?
Oh, really?
Yes, this is exactly the only place where we can and have to go at this point. This is kinda hilarious, if you ask me. Entertaining.
I probably spent fucking ages trying to figure out where to go here.
Well, yeah, I don't know, I can't say. I think this was spoiled for me. I didn't have to look for it manually. But I shudder to imagine how much time I would have spent here. Okay, this is, I guess, kinda truthful. There's a new sort of enemy here. That fucker. Actually, let's shoot him down with my strongest. Hopefully it kills him on one hit. Yep. Now, wow. These pathetic dudes are called the either Paint Guardians or Painting Guardians, and they are unique to this area and another area later. If you can kind of see down there, there's a huge painting, the whiter part, there's an outline there.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. So that is the painting that they are all guarding. We will get to that a bit later. For now,
so
let's just
what's
kill.
the deal? Are
What
you
is the
supposed
deal?
to like shit on this painting or what? Like, why are they so upset about you coming here?
Well, I guess if I manage to come close to the painting in this update, I'm going to explain. But the painting is significant. Painting is very significant. Oh shit! Whoa! I think he parried my attack, but he didn't bother reposting, so I survived. Fuck you! These guys are kind of annoying because they are very agile and can dodge your stuff, your magic, even the homing magic, and they can do backstabbing, repose, they have quick daggers and such, and most of all, some of them you fight on very annoying precarious terrain, like for example here, because we are not done by far with our escapades of platforming and Dark Souls. This is probably the most ridiculous part of the game in that aspect.
It kinda reminds me about Prince of Persia.
Well, I would be willing to bet that in Prince of Persia it kinda, at least the animations look like we are actually supposed to be able to travel in such locations, such pathways, ledges like here, because this guy and pretty much everyone here is animated in a way that well, doesn't really work for such a place, because if you stand in the middle of that, I'm going to try and do that as soon as I not die.
Well, I'm talking about like this whole place in general, because if I'm remembering Sands of Time correctly, which I might not because I've played it ages ago, there was something similar like this, like huge town castle thing that looks really unusual, and it has like huge halls and columns and shit, and walkways like this. And now it just kind of reminds me about Sands of Time.
Well, I guess it can kinda look like something. I haven't really played that game, but I've seen stuff from it, and I just, even the color theme I think is kinda similar to what I saw from it.
Yeah,
but let me just point out the way I'm standing on this thing. This is what I meant, in that they saw that the character wasn't sliding off of these thin collision boxes, I guess, and they decided, fine, let's include a section like that. But the game isn't really well suited for that. Although, contrary to what most people complain about, I actually don't have too many difficulties with the platforming and navigating thin ledges in this game. Yeah, this is a chandelier here, the one down there with an item. Well, I should have probably used my spear here, but I just broke it, and I can later go down there and collect that item that was on it because it crashed down.
Is this something useful?
I have no idea what's that item, probably just a bunch of souls. But why not do it, I guess. Not really any risk involved. Okay, with this guy I think I'm just going to approach him and probably... Although it might be not the best idea, because I'm definitely going to fall down. And I don't think full control is going to save me here, even though I didn't even cast it. Okay, you know what? Let's just hope he dodges to the side somehow. Oh, no. I think they have a history, from what I remember of them, they have a history of... No you don't! No you don't. Of just jumping off the ledges here. Sadly that didn't happen, but I was able to prevail. Kind of.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was... Okay, now to remember, yeah, I would probably go here. There's a fog door. Okay, there is a statue here. Actually, there's a lot of statues here, and let me see if I can get down there to actually look at them better. Yeah, that is...
Yeah.
That is actually the statue of the very lady that most of those kinds of messages are addressed to. Okay, I'm trying to remember... Ah, yes. I could go across to that direct... I guess I'm just going to do it right now. You have to drop down here, under the statues. Now, I don't know if this is just a knight. Yeah, these are probably just silver knights, and this is... can't really see her too well in here, but this is Guinevere, daughter of Lord Gwyn, goddess of, I guess, maybe some more sun, or some other aspect of the sun or something, not really sure. I guess there's going to be some item description somewhere that's going to mention her. But she is, well, we'll meet her, not in this update, but eventually. And she is very much the one that all the amazing chest messages are directed at. Okay, this... I think I remember here being a bit of a... Yeah, this fucker got me once, in a very memorable way for me. Not really spectacular, but memorable nonetheless. And apparently he can't even see me this side. Although he doesn't appear to have any slits for eyes on his helmet, so I have no idea how he even sees me when he does. Okay, let's attack. relentlessly. Good thing I found this spear. Well, I wasn't probably going to not find it because it's not even hidden, but still. Okay, was there a point? Ah, yes, there's a chest. Not a mimic. Divine Blessing. Probably not even going to ever use it. Ah, this joke is tired, my friends. Ooh.
Do you meet her in person?
I think I just... Oh, shit. I think I just said that we do, yes.
Well, I wasn't really paying much attention because the amazing chest just completely distracted me.
Well, sure, that's understandable. But as I said, yes, the actual lady with probably a couple of those messages again we're going to see. Okay, dude, you're annoying. Overkill. Okay. I think there's only fog door left here. Yep. Now the fog door presents us with rather something kind of physics defying, because there's a huge structure here that spans a lot of floors down there, and apparently either there is a feat of engineering that I can not comprehend, or our guys are just amazingly strong, because doing that somehow does this. The entire structure rotates. I don't know, I'm not sure they have some source of power that would allow this to happen.
Magic!
Maybe. And another one of these. Okay, that was interesting. Plunging attack failed.
I don't know how I feel about bosses being regular enemies, because you try so hard to defeat the boss and you're like, oh yeah, I'm awesome, I killed that fucker, and then you see them as regular enemies and they're like, no big deal.
I think it's actually great because it's revenge for all the grief they cause you early in the game. You get to completely slaughter them later. And besides, this tradition goes way back to even Doom, the Barons of Hell and such, even the Cyber Demons. Although
well, I don't know, I never really thought of Barons and Cyber Demons as bosses.
Well, Barons understandable, but Cyber Demon is surely a boss. Surely. I mean, in the original Doom, there was like 2 of them, and one of them was completely secret. They were treated pretty much like a boss. Okay, can you drop down there? No, you cannot. You're not going to, at least.
Whoa, these camera angles are really confusing.
Yes, this camera can get this way, but should not prevent me from killing this dude. And though this place is probably not the best for fighting him, and he seems to be dodging my stuff each time he flies in the air, but... Oh wow! Oh, whoa. Is this like a guaranteed drop too? I don't know. Gargoyle's Helm. Did I not get Gargoyle's Helm before? Maybe.
I don't think so.
I think I got it in the other playthrough. I definitely got one of the playthroughs, but maybe I guess not in this one, because these gargoyles seem to drop like all the equipment. Okay, in any case, by rotating this stuff, we have opened access to back to the bonfire there, where the initial dead end was, to the big castle across, and to this bit down here with the painting and stuff, which I think I'm actually going to ignore because we have reasons to go here much later when we actually can do something with the painting. Let's just... I don't think I can even see it from this distance. I wonder if it... Oh no, it's just a different wall. Let's see in the middle of the... Yep, there it is. Yeah, well, in my plan for the LP, that place is soon, but not exactly now, because I don't want to distract myself from getting the Lord Vessel. That place is an entirely different area there, which you do not even have the means to access right now, so let's just ignore it. And because I decided to not go up to the painting, I'm just going to say that the painting is works like in Mario 64, pretty much.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, now whoa, someone is calling someone. Now I will probably just... Well, there is one more place we can access from this rotating staircase, but do I have the ring? Maybe it's... the ring itself is down there, I don't know. Oh, by the way, we got this last time, boosts item discovery. Well, pretty much boosts chance of drops. What else did we get last time? I think this one I explained. This we got in the video today. Okay, let's use this one because I don't need to walk in water anymore. Yeah, well, actually, let's go down there. There's another bonfire there, and maybe something that I can do right now. Maybe not though. I'm not sure. I don't remember. There is a boss there that I have never fought before in Dark Souls because I never knew that it was there. So, well, I'm not going to do that now, but at some point I'm going to go and kill him, of course. That's going to be like the only blind part of this game left for me. Okay, I can get down there from here. Nice to know. Let's make use of my amazing spell that I forget to reattune, unattune. Woo! See how useful it is? Saved me like 5 seconds.
Amazing.
Definitely. Okay, this is... hipp0cat, fuck you, I'm tired of you. Need Charmer, sure. This is the Dark Moon Tomb, I think, or something like that. Some tomb. This is Lord Gwyn's statue. I guess maybe this is Lord Gwyn's... Although he is definitely not in this grave, if even his is his. It probably isn't. If it's just a token tombstone, I think, because there is like a sarcophagus later, way later in... well, actually not that much later, but we won't see it for a long time. A giant sarcophagus that looks like it was made for him, but he is actually still alive, so I don't know what's up with that. It's probably also just token. Ring of the Sun's Firstborn. Now, this is an interesting thing. Let's read the descriptions. Description. Where is it? Where is it? Lord Gwyn's firstborn, who inherited the sunlight, once wore this ancient ring. Blah blah blah. He was a god of war, but his foolishness led to a loss of the annals, and there is something of his deific status. Today, even his name is not known. And well, so Lord Gwyn here has at least 3 kids that I know of. Gwyndolin, his daughter, the amazing chest lady. Then Dark Sun Gwyndolin, I think. Did I call her Gwyndolin? Guinevere. Dark Sun Gwyndolin. And this firstborn dude. That some people argue that Solaire is actually Lord Gwyn's firstborn. But I am not convinced. I think there's some other item descriptions that may kind of be interpreted that way, but I don't think we have seen any of those yet. Maybe there's something in some of Solaire's drops, but that's for later. Okay, let's do what should have been done long ago.
For a second I was worried here that those graves are pressure plates and would have to find a combination or something.
Oh, thankfully no. That sort of stuff, well, could make sense in Dark Souls, but it's not the case in this case. These are probably for some of his knights. You can see there is a texture of a silver knight repeated in here. Not actually a model, I think. I think these are just textures. Silver knights were, of course, his knights, pretty much. And I think I explained it before. The Black Knight, Silver Knight thing, you probably don't remember.
Of course I don't.
His personal knights, some of them went with him to the kiln of the first flame, where he went to try and reignite the flame. And when he did, they all got burned and charred, and that's why they're black, because they're just covered in soot or something. And the ones that stayed in here are Silver Knights, because they are still clean. That's pretty much
Yeah,
it.
I think I might remember probably something like that you might have been saying.
It's not very important anyway, it's just a little curious bit of lore. Also, I'm happy that this is real time here and we can see the shadows move and all that. Kinda neat. I admire this game in this part because, well, all the cutscenes in here are obviously in engine because you can wear whatever equipment you can wear and you will see it in the cutscenes. And they're all directed well enough and they work and they don't bug out, so it's great proof that it can be done. So many games use cutscenes that are rendered in engine, so they don't look any better than just real time, but they still choose to render them for some reason, probably just to ensure that they work reliably. Tough enemy ahead, need neck, what? I will not even going to try and understand what that says. I mean, what that means. Okay, we are nearing the end of the time here, but I'm going to attempt something here, and if I do not succeed a couple times, we're going to just end. There's a couple of sentinels here, which I would happily avoid, but I think they are the most aware ones. That one already sees us. And I should probably exploit this stairway here because, well, didn't manage here, but sometimes his attacks sweep over your head because he is standing above you. Wow, that didn't hit. Shit. Come on, remove your shield. Man, remove. Ah! Sugar. Yeah, kind of like that. That is a valid strategy. Of course, not all of his attacks do that. Alright, we can actually hit his legs.
Yeah, you see, that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, he's blocking, but you can still hurt him if you shoot him in the foot or something.
I see, yeah, well, in that case it's completely fair. I didn't really understand precisely your meaning there, I guess, but yeah, their shield blocks, but the rest of them is vulnerable as ever. I probably didn't have to engage this guy, but what the hell. Good to know that he stumbles from the first shot, so we can do that gamble where we try to get a shot off before he attacks. Okay, that way definitely would not be able to just dodge by standing on. Okay, between his legs now, that's not even funny. Well, trade-offs are fair. Okay, nice to know that these guys are not very difficult. And now we see these guys, which are now enemies. These are the guys that bring you up and down way over there. I don't know what's up with that, why some of them are friendly and helpful, some of them are angry, but I don't think it's ever explained. They're probably not even mentioned in any lore ever. They're just here because they're demons or something. Locked by some contraption. We are going around. If I could see something that would be helpful. I think yeah, kinda dark here, man. Alright, there should not be any actual items that I can miss around here, so I'm not going to examine every second, every single place, but let's see. Well, someone over there with the, I think that's a server. Good luck, guy. Also, I think these guys can fall if they fall. Despite having wings, they don't really fly. Besides jumping, but that doesn't count. Okay, fuck off. They are not very intimidating at all, as you can see. They have lightning, but it's easily dodgeable, and they are weak and stupid like that, so good thinking and not using your wings there, pal. I guess. I wonder what this says. Well, true. Actually, let me remove this. Yep. Now that we look in the direction the sun points, not against the sun like this, we can see actually some of this town. And I have to agree, it looks kinda nice, even though most of the architecture here is really nonsensical. But it is the city of the gods, they could do whatever the fuck they wanted. It's not suited for normal people to live here, I think. And it was never meant to be that. And if you remember, I mentioned an unfair place, including I mean involving Silver Knight archers. It's coming up. It's coming up. There's nothing there. There's some more buttresses here. Although these ones are protected at the sides. And that one was completely pointless. And yes. Funnily enough, it doesn't actually hurt me here. Because they're considered hitting the wall. Well, never mind then.
Okay.
Well, way to make me eat my words, fucking Dark Souls. I don't know why I wasn't expecting that, but sure, fair enough. That was spectacular. Well, normally they wouldn't really hit you there because... Oh, joy, now we have to call the lift. Yeah, that place... Actually, it's a very specific situation a bit later. That is the evil part. But I guess if you stand around and try to demonstrate stuff like it can be dangerous even in the place that we thought were safe. Oh well, not very hard to get there. I think we can bypass the sentinels because they are slow and stupid. And I kinda want to get my corpse at least. And probably just demonstrate the evil place, even if I don't get to try and beat it. Although there is a bonfire right after that, so... If I'm lucky, I could probably manage that, but we'll see. Sometimes it's very hard and it's like a brick wall for me and I cannot beat it for the life of me, and sometimes I just luck out completely and pass it easily. I don't think... Well, actually I'm sure that there's a valid strategy that could be applied in that place, but I never managed to work it out because I didn't have to. I just brute forced it until I got lucky and passed it. Essentially it involves being shot from all sides, well, two sides, but that's enough.
Now we got to fight these guys again.
Not really, I just gotta survive them. As I said, they're slow, not really too intent on following us, and you can see. Har har har. I said not to intend on following us. Hey, dude, come on. Walk away slowly. Yes. I remember I either read or heard someone say that it's really like infuriatingly annoying to them when they see enemies back down like this in Dark Souls. I don't know. It's kinda annoying sometimes gameplay wise even, but still. That's a bit of an irrational reaction. Okay, let's kill these dudes again. Wonder if I'll be able to drop the second one like I did the first time. Ah, almost dropped this one. Oh well. Okay, lock on. Off you go, hopefully. Yep. Now I'm wondering why I ever killed him not that way. Because that appears to be like the only way that is worth doing. Haha, fuck off. Either jumping and stuff. Heh! I laugh in your face. You pathetic little fool. Okay, now let's actually move here, at least to the other side. There's a bit of an ambush here. Yep, thank you, message. I don't think the arrows can hit me here, but there's two demons here behind corners. And this is something that I wish I could do in Doom. I think when you get the attention of one of them, the second automatically notices you. And I'm going to check right now. Let's shoot him. I said shoot him. I said... Well. Okay, let's see if the second one... Oh, actually no. I was mistaken once again. Apparently it doesn't happen.
Probably this is not the best place to fight him.
Actually, this is where I always fought him. I think right now in here I am protected by like a huge tower from the archers. Yeah, I don't see... Oh wow, you're still alive. Just goes to show how useless these guys are. No one is shooting at me at this point. Maybe they don't even notice me, I don't know. It's up to some chance here, I guess, how soon they notice you. Okay, let's try spearing one for once. Sadly, their weapons do some lightning damage, so we're not 100% blocking with our shield, but it's minuscule. Oh, there goes the sniper again. Okay. Drink. I also remember someone commenting that they found this enemy design especially creepy and strange for some reason. This demon
I don't
here.
know, so far mimics are the creepiest. And what
Oh,
was his
fuck off.
name? Frampt or whatever? The
Ah.
primordial serpent is the weirdest.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't know, mimics are kind of funny to me, but I can see how Frampt can be fucking weird. But this is just some, I don't know, some people just cannot deal with even slightly gross or weird looking creatures. I guess those demons have their brains exposed, so maybe that's a factor in that. Okay, this I think is going to be the last attempt for today. I got a bit careless there because I was listening. Was I listening in that part? I think I was listening. And well, got killed by a single demon dude. But that should not have been a problem at all. So, unless I get completely careless again, maybe I get killed by a freaking sentinel here. Should be at least able to get to see the evil place. And what a delightful area to start on the next time if I don't magically pass it first try here. Probably not counting some of the bosses, probably one of my least favorite places in the entire game.
So
Oh boy.
what's the actual difficulty here? Because I'm not seeing how this is any different from things you had to do before.
Well, the actual part that is difficult is well, let's actually kill this dude. Is not we haven't seen the precise part that is difficult, but we saw some of the, I guess, the components of it, the snipers and the thin ledges. Let's just say there's a layout set up later on that's completely devious. I can probably spend time to explain while I'm returning back there. Imagine a thin ledge on the side of a building, and there is a sniper on each end of the ledge, and we come up in the middle.
That kinda fucking sucks.
Yes, and especially because each hit, even if you take one on with a shield completely block all damage, they still kind of stun you for a second. And well, if you are unlucky, even slightly, when you come there, you get stun locked. Either one of them shoots you, and if you block it, you get shot in the back by the second one, or something to that extent happens. Some variation on that scenario, basically. Wow, all of these are dropping down. I have no fucking clue how I usually manage to do it. I think I don't bother blocking or anything, I just kind of weave through like that and pray that I don't get hit, and then I don't get hit. Because God apparently decides to exist for that second when I'm playing this part of the game and listen to my prayers. Unlike all the other time of the known just history of man. Okay, hopefully if I stay close to this side of the buttress, I don't get killed by those spear arrows things. Although I seem to be safe in this part of the buttress again. Okay, let's just lure this guy into the same area, because I don't want to fight him there when I died last time. That was a bit stupid of me. I guess I was trying to kill him with a spear. And why do... oh, out of magic already. Why do that if we can just shoot them when they're completely defenseless? Alright, now we get to see the evil place. Provided, of course, I don't fall off the butters here. We run up here, and funnily enough, I guess, again, here we are mostly safe. But you can see the two snipers and the place where they shoot from. Oh boy. Foreshadowing. Hehe. Yeah, this I guess this person was trying to make use of the fact that with the bow you can aim first person, and I guess it has a bit more range than spells and such. But usually in this game, if you can hit someone, someone can hit you too. So line of sight kind of works out that way. Obviously that did not work for them. Okay, let's see. I should probably... I don't know which one of these is better to try and run up to. I guess this one.
Well, at least they don't fucking lead you, so you can just keep running.
Oh
and
shit.
they won't hit you on that ledge.
Okay, I am... Well, I guess I... Fuck, he is moving me back to his body. Fall down! Well... Next time we'll start with this. And I'll try to maybe... I think I managed to kick him here, but it didn't work. He didn't really stumble back. But I believed previously that it was possible to kick him down. In any case, we'll start there and attempt to pass that place, and I think from there on maybe we'll even get to the boss of Enerlondo and get the freaking Lord Vessel and such. The boss was a huge brick wall for my tank character, but as the mage, it was probably... I think it was the... roughly where I stopped playing that time. So I don't know how the boss will work after this one, but this one was relatively okay as a sorcerer. And we should be fine if we are... well, I mean, if I am lucky enough. So yeah, this time we beat like half of Enerlondo, the outside half pretty much. And we are living with the promise of the most evil place in the game, one of the most evil places in the game, which apparently is not even that evil, because as we discovered, you can just kind of bolt and you are almost guaranteed to at least come up to one archer where the second one doesn't even hit you. So I don't know why I overhyped the place so much. In any case, thank you for watching, and we are departing as we are rotating on this elevator here. So goodbye.
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 Хуй.